All right, man, that is perfect. It has been so long since this car looked good. I'm just having a moment here. What's up, guys? Today we are going to make my old Viper beautiful again. We've got ceramic coating, and as you see, my channel happily supported by Avalon King, which is a fantastic product. It's really neat because if you prepare the surface and do everything right, you can ceramic coat your car and it bonds directly into the surface finish, whether it's the clear coat, the paint, or even vinyl stickers, and gives a protective barrier that, one, is shiny and is gonna last for years, which is good for me because I have no time. So my poor old car, you've seen it in my intros, sliding through the dirt. It needs some love. Today, washed the car very nicely, did just a normal wash with a mitt and all, and cleaned it up, and show you guys the steps. Let's coat it. Come with. Naturally, here is your ceramic coating. Comes in a beautiful little glass bottle. Nice presentation, of course. This piece here is not actually it's part of the packaging, cleverly done. Got the logo on here, but this foam is an applicator, specially made for this. So what I'm gonna do is don't put that face down. I'm gonna put it right here where it's nice and clean on top of that. Also, comes with a microfiber towel. Now, I can tell you I'm a snob when it comes to towels. This is a microfiber like you'll typically find in any old auto parts store. I've got this for another step that's a little less crucial, but my gosh, this is like a really soft bunny rabbit or chinchilla. This is like super soft. So this is really nice that comes with it. I'm like, okay, this isn't, like my whole place is not clean enough for this thing. I've got, okay, we're gonna put it right here. Don't stay clean. Also really nice, they give you some, looks like some nitrile gloves, which is good. Keeps that off of your hands, keeping your hands clean when it's time to do the actual protective aspect. I don't think the product is too terribly harmful, but naturally that ceramic gets in there and bonds, so you might as well keep your hands clean. And this is a very nice thing for the people applicating it. So it's really appreciate that they include that for you as well with the gloves. What do we got here? This beautiful little cloth here, which I'm not even gonna get out yet. I wanna keep it really clean. You actually take this and you put it around this soft applicator bar and apply the ceramic coating with that. I have a feeling the reason they did that is because the ceramic coating, after a period of time, will actually start to crystallize and harden, in a manner of speaking. So you need this towel to kind of use clean spots as you go over the whole car. I'm pretty sure on that. So obviously you apply the drops the proper way, you wipe on in the correct method here, which we'll get to when it's time, and then buff off. And I'm very excited for the final product. It also goes after a drying, curing, maintenance, and general tips and safety. This is a very nice presentation, real straightforward. Anybody can do it. And of course they got a classy sticker in here. I think that's gonna have to go on my toolbox. Looking good. So what I like, which works just as well, there's products you can get with a pad. It's kind of sort of a sticky rubbery compound here. There's also ones that exist that you can even put on a random orbital. These are some old ones I had like this that are this sort of nice sticky affair. You can put this on the random orbital, but I use it carefully by hand. So the trick is you want kind of a quick detailer thing just for a little bit of lubricant, much like a clay bar. And then afterward you can take it off with just a normal sort of more disposable microfiber, shall we say. Now I want to point something out. This area of the car I have not done yet. I'm going to take my mic off so hopefully you can hear what's going on. Listen, I'm sure you can tell how just that is. Those are all the little particulates in it. So I'm just going to take a quick detailer, not a spray wax, nothing that's got probably like a silicone in it, because if this leaves anything on there like silicone or wax, you're just going to have to remove it. So you put enough on to make sure it's lubricated, and you can hear it, and you basically go until you don't hear it anymore. Make sure you have enough lubricant right there. It's already getting really nice. Okay, now I'm going to dry it off here, and this is just a little bit of time. Really efficient, really nice. I have not buffed or waxed this car in years. I've had it for a decade. I can only remember doing it once, maybe twice since I've had it, which is a shame. And to be perfectly honest, I was so busy last year, I ran out of proper car wash soap, and I literally used dish soap once, which helps get the wax off, which will be good for now. But now listen, here we go. Nothing. Hear that? Nothing. All those particulates are gone. So that is a very successful first step here. So I'm gonna do the rest of the car and on to the next one. Okay guys, I did the clay bar or the particulate process on the whole car to remove that. I used some bug and tar remover to get rid of the staining of the exhaust on the rear. Looks much better now. And of course, getting all the little things off the front of the car. Now, so I just started doing a polishing. The paint was already pretty good. It didn't have anything hellacious to get rid of. So the polishing compound that I'm using, and what I'm going to show you right here on the roof, is basically the last step before you would use a conventional wax or something like this. So this is the final polishing before you actually put on the ceramic coating. So come on down here. You can see how gorgeous this is right now. This is without the ceramic. I am about ready to lose my mind putting the ceramic coating on. It has been so long since this car looked good. I'm just having a moment here because I've driven this car so many miles and I haven't had any time to give it this kind of love. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so enough of this love fest. Let's show you guys. Especially with this, you don't need as much actual product as you would think. It's easy to go too far on it. And with this, you can use a little bit higher speed, okay? So I'm gonna get that kind of even here and have at it. A key thing about doing this is you don't have to push down real hard. Just let the weight of it do the work. And you can see that it's spinning. That's good. You want to make sure your random orbital is spinning when you're buffing it. And if this starts to dry, you don't want to go over it again. So I like to do sections, just making sure I'm getting it evenly. And the paint looks pretty good. It's not all swirled up. Doesn't have any issues there. And you obviously have to be really careful of the corners. I'm not a total freak where I'm going to mask them off. The Viper is mostly round, so I don't really have to worry about burning through almost anything. And this is also a very mild polish, so I don't got to worry about it too much. Some of that I'll do by hand. Here's the fun part. Oh yes. All right. So I'm about ready to lose my mind. It's like having a brand new car. I mean, this thing's got 100,000 miles on it and it's from the 90s. It's way better than Joe's Honda. I've got the microphone on. He can't talk smack to me now. You got nothing, Joe. When you get your bumper painted, we'll ceramic coat it too. I like it. Oh, it wasn't a dig? You thought it was though. It was close. Right on the edge. We're still friends, right?
We're all good.
Okay. All right, let's look right here. This is where the proof. You're gonna love how this looks. Look at that. Keep in mind, we have not even ceramic coated it yet. This is just the preparation. So I think it's just gonna look like an amazing, like wet jewel. I'm just really pleased with this process. And I hope this inspires you guys for the preparation. Obviously the Avalon King ceramic coating is great if you just wash it really well, do the alcohol to get rid of any wax and apply it, and it's gonna look great. But you know, for me, I really wanted to give this car some love. It's treated me well and given me amazing memories over the years, so I gotta get it there. I'm all excited, I'm out of breath. Okay, so you guys get it here. Hood looks great, roof. I'm gonna do the rest of the car. We're gonna come back. Once you're finished polishing the car, and I do mean polishing, not adding wax or sealant. Don't do that, okay? Once you're polished, it's clean, it's beautiful, everything's ready. The final step is utilizing some isopropyl alcohol. I put some here on this brand new microfiber towel. Reason being is you don't want even the tiniest bit of contaminant on it, leaving any sort of residue that breaks down on your finish. And this is something I'm doing relatively quickly and being mindful to just stay on the areas that are super clean. Obviously this car's got the better part of 100,000 miles on it. So frankly, there's gonna be some dirt and contaminants and things in places that we're not gonna worry about. I'm not gonna be able to make this car flawlessly brand new like it came right out of the showroom. So when I'm wiping it down with the isopropyl alcohol, I have to be mindful not to hit those areas. Otherwise I could easily dilute a little bit of tar or something and drag it around. So you can be really mindful. But as another note, you can also put this on glass. It will make a great big difference, and on vinyl decals. The ceramic coating will actually work really well on that as well. It works well on plastics. So just as a note, and I'm looking forward in the future to, frankly, believe it or not, putting this on my dirt bike. So after a day of riding off-road, it'll wash off a lot nicer. Okay guys, the Viper's surface finish is perfectly prepared and ready for the ceramic coating. So let's go back through this. So first thing, I'm gonna put on the protective gloves that were nicely included in the kit. Yes. All right, so Here's the deal. This is the applicator pad. It's a high density foam block with a lower density foam block here that'll conform to the contours of what you have. These little cloths, if you come in and take a closer look, these are the ones that are so-called disposable, because you will actually take this cloth and wrap it around like this to be able to apply to it. And so you hold this on, and this is where you apply the drops to have a nice, wet, even coating as you go. Then this, of course, is that super, super crazy soft microfiber towel. This is frankly softer than all those other ones I was using just to prepare it. This came with the kit. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna nicely set it here on our super clean car. That's acceptable, put that on there, now the car is so clean. I'm gonna start with the roof actually, because it's a small section, it's very easy to see. So I'm gonna go with this blue section, also right here, kind of this panel, and then there to start with. Also, you can do your windows and plastic, so I may just do this whole section right here. All right, so I'm gonna do this away from my car so I don't drop extra on there. Kind of shake it on there. And I was saying about 10 to 12 drops, so I think that's gonna suit it. All right, here we go. So 90-degree action, I'm gonna start from here and just go back. Yeah, that's coating just fine. Yes, this is applying nicely. I don't know if you can get real close and really see it well, but yeah, this is going really, really nicely. Okay, am I gonna need a little more? I'm gonna need a little more, I think. This, of course, is the first coat, so you might need a little more product to get this evenly wet then as you keep going. Also, you have to be mindful of your cloth. Depending on how long you do this, it'll start to crystallize and you'll need to move your cloth to a new spot that's clean and or use a different one. Yeah, I'm really feeling good about this, you guys. This is frankly a lot easier and nicer than I was expecting it. I've been around for a long time with cars, long time. I can remember as like a teenager spending like days waxing old cars and wet sanding and buffing and polishing. And this is amazing. Very pleased with this. Now I'm finding I'm gonna use a little less pressure as I go, and you can see some like little streaky areas. So here's what I'm gonna do right here, because I wanna get ceramic coating all up in here. I'm just gonna quickly take this rag off and do this. Throw it back on here. I'm just kind of visually inspecting it, make sure it's clean. Okay, so let's see, how long? Okay, we got a little bit of time. It looks really good, but I need to wait a few minutes. It's about 60 degrees in here, so probably 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes is enough before I buff that. But I'm feeling really good about it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to the center section from white stripe all the way to white stripe. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just as pleased as can be with how this is applying. All right, let's go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and buff on it. And hopefully I did a smart and good job. Here we go. Yep, looking good, no streaking, no high spots, nothing weird. This is just buffing it nice. Oh God, that's good. Now the other thing is, as this cures, you do not want your car to get rained on for, honestly, 4 to 7 days, because this is gonna cure quickly initially, okay? But if you want the absolute full cure, for it to be rock hard ceramic, oh my God, perfect, you need to leave it alone. And I'll read it here in a moment, but also when you maintain your finish, you need to use a soap that does not have like a wax or silicone in it. A lot of the soaps out there for cars that you can buy have that because it looks shiny and it's good and it's for the general populace because it's a quickie job. But look for some soap that doesn't have that in it, because when you want to maintain your beautiful ceramic coated finish that you spent all this time and effort to do, you want to use the right products, because that's the absolute best way to maintain it. This stuff is really going to last. All right, man, that is perfect. I mean, really perfect. All right, I'm gonna do one last buff up here on the top, just because I think it's fun, honestly, right now. Now, the other thing is about these cloths, a lot of people just grab them like it's a wadded up thing. That is terribly inefficient, and I don't like it. Generally speaking, I like to fold things. It's flat. You get an even pressure, until you flop it over like that. You know, so kind of like this. That way you have better control over your cloth and it works nicer. And then of course, you look at your area that you just used, make sure it's clean. You can flip it to another square to make sure it's totally clean. But it gives you a better even pressure of whatever it is that you're doing. Just another tip. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm going over this more than I probably need to because I'm having a good time here. All right, you guys, the first layer is over, and this car has never looked this good. Never, never. Honestly, I don't think this car looked this good when it was brand new. I want you to come in here and look at some of the details that I found. First of all, the application process went perfectly. No hangups, no streaking, no redoing it. It's perfect. It went perfectly. And honestly, I had fun doing it because it looks so good. But frankly, it's made the glass look beautiful. I have a feeling water is just gonna fly right off of it. The weather stripping looks amazing. This plastic was frankly haggard and sad. I did it just for kicks to see what it would do. Looks unbelievable. I even did the windshield wiper arms and they look like they are brand new. Frankly, I don't think they looked that good when they were new. I'm excited. I frankly am excited. This is a game changer and I kind of feel stupid I didn't realize this till sooner, but just look at this. I mean, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Even the glass here, I'm looking at this realizing I don't think it could look better. I mean, okay, of course, I could have spent 3 days perfectly like polishing this paint and make it even more so. But for all intents and purposes, I don't think there's a better product or a better application, and I'm really excited. So here's the deal. I finished this, and Avalon King, you can actually layer this. So I'm gonna put 2 more layers on this, and you can see right here, I even removed the grills and repainted them so it looked perfect. You know, everything's gonna look good. So while I've got the car here and I've taken the time to do this, I'm gonna come back and do 2 more layers because I think this is exceptional and it just makes me feel good, you guys. Like, this car has meant a lot to me. Obviously, I've got a lot of amazing memories in it and it feels like brand new. Like, I feel good. So, you guys got to try it. Avalon King ceramic coating. This stuff is legit, and I've never found anything better. So I'm going to come back to this. In the future, I'm going to obviously update you guys at how it's lasting, but you know what I am going to do? I'm going to bring this in here, again, maybe in a month or so when I find some more time, because we're going to be starting the Lycan build soon. I'm going to get it up on jacks. I'm going to yank the wheels off, and I'm going to totally clean the wheel wells and super clean these wheels. You can see this brake dust and such in here. So I've really got to refinish this white wheel. I want to make it perfect because I'm going to ceramic coat everything on the inside of my wheels, all those little places where the dust gets. I'm even going to ceramic coat the wheel wells. And I know that seems completely absurd, but they look tired. You know, the rest of the car looks amazing and this stuff sort of lets it down. So if I go that extra mile, this thing's going to look unbelievable. The dirt's going to stay off. It'll wash off easier. I'm going to save a lot of time and feel a lot of pride in my car. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Go check out Avalon King's website. Of course, buy some. Frankly, it doesn't cost that much. It's super worth it. And in the meantime, naturally, please subscribe, like. I'd love to see your comments. Let's chat it up. Naturally, share this. I'll see you guys next time.